This video demonstrates how to create a wind farm annual generation calculator in Excel. It calculates the annual generation in megawatts and gigawatts. Row 1 of your wind farm annual generation calculator must have the following 8 headers. Wind farm name. Enter number of turbines. Enter capacity of each turbine in megawatts. Total installed capacity in megawatts. Hours in 1 year, capacity factor, total annual generation in megawatt hours, and total annual generation in gigawatt hours. Highlight cells B1 and C1 by clicking cell B1, holding down the Shift key, and clicking cell C1. In Excel's Home tab, within the Font area, click the Fill Color icon. Notice that this highlights the background of both cells with a color, thereby making them stand out. Notice that this calculator already contains the essential information for the Twin Groves wind farm located in McLean County, Illinois. Twin Groves has 240 turbines, and each turbine has a capacity of 1.65 megawatts. Including this information allows us to see how the calculator functions as it calculates annual generation values. Format columns G and H to have no decimal place and a comma 1000 separator. Accomplish this by clicking on column G, then holding down the Shift key, then clicking on column H. Notice that this highlights the columns. Right-click on any highlighted column, select Format Cells, select the Number tab, select the Number category, reduce the decimal places to 0, place a check in the box named Use 1000 Separator, comma, and click the OK button. In cell D2, type an equal sign. Then click on cell B2, then type an asterisk, then click on cell C2, and then hit the Enter button on your keyboard. Notice that Excel calculates the answer to the formula, and also notice that Excel's formula bar displays the formula. Duplicate this formula for rows 3 through 7 by clicking and dragging the small green square in cell D2 all the way to cell D7. Notice that since there are currently no values in cells B3 through B7, nor in cells C3 through C7, the formula yields 0 for cells D3 through D7. Click on cell E2. Duplicate this value by clicking and dragging the small green square in cell E2 all the way to cell E7. Click on cell F2. Duplicate this value by clicking and dragging the small green square in cell F2 all the way to cell F7. In cell G2, type an equal sign. Then click on cell D2, then type an asterisk, then click on cell E2, then type an asterisk, then click on cell F2, and then hit the Enter button on your keyboard. Notice that Excel calculates the answer to the formula, and also notice that Excel's formula bar displays the formula. Duplicate this formula for rows 3 through 7 by clicking and dragging the small green square in cell G2 all the way to cell G7. Notice that since there are currently zeros in cells D3 through D7, the formula yields 0 for cells G3 through G7. In cell H2, type an equal sign. Then click on cell G2, then type a /, then type 1000, and then hit the Enter button on your keyboard. Notice that Excel calculates the answer to the formula, and also notice that Excel's formula bar displays the formula. Duplicate this formula for rows 3 through 7 by clicking and dragging the small green square in cell H2 all the way to cell H7. Notice that since there are currently zeros in cells G3 through G7, the formula yields 0 for cells H3 through H7. Use this calculator to determine the annual generation of other wind farms after obtaining their number of turbines and the capacity of each turbine.